Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frantic Nerdcast, episode 86.
86, closing in on that 100, and it'll be round the corner just before we know it.
We are getting there.
Yes, we'll have to start planning the big 100th episode anniversary spectacular extravaganza.
If you've got things that you think we should do for 100 episodes, let us know. Drop us a line on one of the many social medias. Jump on our Discord if you haven't already. We can start up some conversations.
I don't think we've actually shared the link.
No, he has.
I
did.
A couple weeks ago. On the back of that, we got a couple people who jumped in as well. So thank you for seeing that and jumping on. But
we should actually start doing stuff on the Discord.
Yeah, so we'll start to be a little more active. I think there's about 10 people on the server at the moment. So we're getting there. But if you haven't already, we'll share the link to the Discord again. Get in there. We'll start doing some stuff.
Yeah, jump on it, and then you guys can all start talking nerdy to each other.
Bingo.
And, you can share all kinds of fun things on there.
Mr. Bevan can start a poll on his Frantic Ticklers.
Yep. Just make sure you're always nice to each other. Yes. All right, first things first, before we get into anything else, let's just do a quick reminder of the giveaway. Mm-hmm. We have our 100 subscriber giveaway that we announced last week. As of hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube, we have a lovely little prize pool down here that you can probably see if you're visual, if you're audio. Go onto the Instagram and you'll see what's there.
And I'll say the theory behind the variety is we talk all things nerd. We're not exclusively Pokemon, although it might seem like we are to some. We talk board games. We talk different card games. So here's a taster of everything. So
some of the lovely things that you will be getting in this 100 subscriber prize if you win. Call to Adventure's Epic Origin board game, brand new, shrink wrapped, all nice. We've got some demo decks of Gundam. We've got 2 of those. You've got 1 Grand Archive one. You've got 3 booster packs of Rush of Icor, which is a new Upper Deck card game, which we got to play. There's a demo video on the YouTube.
Check out our YouTubes.
We have the promo from PAX, which is the launch promo of Ari for League of Legends Riftbound. We have
gameplay of Riftbound on YouTube as well. We
have 2 Temporal Forces booster packs from Pokemon, and we also have a Pokemon pack, whatever that thing is.
Check lane booster for Twilight Masquerade. Get yourself the Greninja.
That one. And you will also, upon release, be getting a digital copy of our first Frantic Nerdcast Games game, which is called Monsters at War. It's a fun little party game, trick-taking game. And you will also be getting a Frantic Nerdcast
not this hat,
flat brim hat.
Has my sweat in it, so you don't want this one.
A brand new one. You'll be getting one of those. Lovely embroidered thing. It's a very nice hat. So what do they have to do to win? Head to the Frantic Nerdcast or really any of our Instagram pages, and the giveaway is there. Follow all of us and like, comment, share to your friends. Yes, share the franticness. I'll try that again. Head to the Instagram, follow along to our Instagram accounts, tag some mates, share it around to your friends, share it to your story, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, so you can stay up to date with all this frantic goodness as we try to speak English.
It's an absolute frantic babble that you've come to know and love.
Oh my God. All right, let's jump straight into a quick update on the Pokemon Mega Evolutions Challenge that you two are partaking in.
No, let's skip it.
Look,
Have we move on?
I think I might give this update because I've got there's 3 in the race and 2 are not too fucking happy, are they? Now, why? Do you want to answer why you aren't too happy, Zach?
To be fair, I'm doing the review this week, so I've got some grievances to air.
So it just turned into a 2-man race.
Frankly, your SIR up. Yes, Brock has gone from not pulling any SIRs to pulling technically 3 in a week. He pulled a double of 1. The lucky. But no, there was no love for my SIR that was pulled in last week's recap from yourself. So
there was.
No, there was not.
Okay, there was not.
There was not. But no, honestly,
was it a double?
You pulled a double, yes.
I did, but was yours a double?
No,
so
but
that's where the love is.
It was the first. But also, I want to throw some shade at yours and Phil's horrible upkeep of the spreadsheet.
Why?
We have the total, what you've pulled, and then what you've pulled on camera.
Yep.
I went through and updated mine this week, looked at there. One of them like, fuck yeah, I'm a lot ahead of Brock on the master one. Then look at the achievement one. All of a sudden, he's 60 cards ahead. I'm like...
Yeah, because I've done all my videos.
Yeah, it should be on the master one.
I updated it today.
Yeah, because you had shade thrown. But no, yeah, it's been great. I've got a lot of catching up to, but to be fair, I think I'm the one with the most boosters to open at the moment. I went from none to 66 somehow in a week.
I think you've got the most left over to open and the most videos coming.
No, my videos are all out by Saturday, so I'm videoless from Sunday, so I've got to film at least one tomorrow.
I think Phil over the other side of the country is struggling to find packs at the moment. I think they got a little bit of a restock where he was able to pick some up.
I have seen a couple of stores say they've had a restock.
I was shocked. I walked into one store. I was like, "Oh crap! Yeah, I'll have 5, thanks."
Yeah, I went into Big W, had a bit of a look around. I didn't go in there
behind the counter there, aren't they?
They do have some in a glass cabinet. But when I said to Old Love, I said I'll get some. She goes, "Oh, yep, got some back here." I'm like, "Oh, glad she did." But yeah, as Zach alluded to, the SIR Gardevoir, which is going for around upwards of $500 AUD at the moment, I got 5 little booster packs, and I pulled 2.
It's probably the best
Gardevoir SIRs out of those.
Even if you take them out as being SIRs, it's probably the best 5 packs I've seen. You've pulled those 2. The Ivysaur SIR, the Spearow SIR, and then a dud on the 5th one.
It was still an EX card.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a...
No, it was absolutely...
I saw the first one and was disgusted and didn't look at the rest. So
yeah, until... so I put that video up yesterday, I think it was. Phil, I think, is still having his tantrum.
He's from West Australia. Give him time to catch up.
But tonight, I said to Zach, I went through the binder. I brought it just so I could show it off. He's seen the first one after saying, no, it's fine. I don't
see it. I don't want to
see it. And then I said, yeah, but you want to see this. And I showed him the second one. He goes, when the fuck did you get the second one? So obviously, hey, you want to say that there was no love for the your SIR last week? You're not even watching my videos, mate.
I watched the first one. That's all I need. No, I will get my acting skills out somewhere this weekend and do the recap for us ready to go on Sunday. So it's good.
In any case, just ahead of the recap, Viking, he's out in front on the most percentage complete. I think he's sitting at about 80-85%.
He's struggling to finish it now, though, because he's at the point where he's up to singles, really. The fact he's not finding boosters, I don't think is an issue moving really. Because
he needs to get.
It's what he needs to get. He basically needs to see his IRs, SIRs, and gold. So, bar 1 or 2 reverses.
Yeah, for myself, I think I'm sitting at about 70-75%.
I think you were behind you.
Yeah, I think you were like 65-70. So it's still a pretty close race. But I think for me, because I got out in front earlier, I've got a few more of those achievements than the other boys. I've got 3. Phil has
I seem
1,
to always
Zach's
be just behind on the achievements. Like you achieved 1, and I think the next day I completed it, and things like on camera releasing anyway. Exactly. So but yeah, that was then my fault. You boys opened a few more bulk packs in videos where I've taken my time and stuck to my 2 packs per video basically. So that's all right. I'll keep chugging along there and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but look out for the recap coming on Sunday.
Yep. And speaking of card games, I will be getting the second booster box of Gundam trading card game, or Gundam card game, should I say?
Now that's not far away, is it?
So set 2 comes out tomorrow, day of release of this video. So if you're watching it the day this video is released, this video podcast is released, set 2 is coming out in Australia.
Wow.
So it'll be out at 9 o'clock, and at 9:05 the unboxing video will be on YouTube.
No, so I'm next Tuesday, just because I have to wait to payday, because I've spent too much money this week.
So Tuesday at 7:05.
See, I don't know why, but I thought I still had another month to consider getting another pack.
Then you started
well, see, I've seen some stores say December 5th.
Yeah, right.
And stuff like that. But
second wave?
But Arcade called me today, and they're like, yeah, it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, cool, can I pick it up on Tuesday? He's like, well, I'm behind the counter for you.
Nice. No, maybe it's...
Thank you, Arcaven, by the way.
Yes, very much.
Very appreciative.
So Starter Set 5 has been released.
Yep.
It's impossible to get.
No, see, you said that, but I think I mentioned it the other week. I was kicking around just at a newsagents. They had 3 or 4 of them behind the
But we had the same thing happened when the last edition came out. The online pre-orders and everything have gone.
Yes.
But a lot of the time the allocations to brick and mortar stores haven't. So you've actually just got to do the legwork and find it.
And set 6 is coming out soon, I believe.
Are there new starter decks per set?
They're kind of drip feeding them
out.
I think
there's 2 for this set. And then I would say, because this introduces a new color. So this introduces the purple, I believe. And then I'd say it'll probably be like 1, maybe 2 per set. You'd probably
because I have pre-ordered 1 of the set 1 Riftbound decks, but then 2 of the next set ones, which come out at the start of next year.
So I have no idea how Riftbound are going to do it. I don't know what structure they're going to follow. I'm just going off
I just saw
for
the decks
Gundam. I'm going off Bandai's track record.
I thought you got one of each of the...
I was going to, but I was too slow.
Fair enough.
So I just need to wait to see what brick and mortar stores really have in stocks and pick them up that way.
Yeah, if
you want to see what cards are actually in the set, you can go to the Riftbound website and they have all the cards on the website, including all the limited edition ones you can get and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that'll mean I want to collect it, and I've got Phantasmal Flames coming out.
Well, the best thing about that is, which a lot of the card games, which people at home, if you don't know this, a lot of card games, if you're struggling to find boosters and stuff like that and you're not playing in tournaments, go to the website for the card game, and a lot of them have card databases where you can find images of the cards. Usually they'll have like samples stamped it all like over the top of it, and you can just print them off and use them as proxies. It's very easy. Like if you're struggling to find a card, like nothing's ever going to beat the feel of having the real cards and all that kind of stuff. But if you're struggling to get cards and you don't want to spend $1,000 and you're only playing at home with your mates, just go on the websites, find the card you want, print a couple copies off as proxies and chuck them in sleeves. Yeah. It's easy to do.
Yeah,
and if you're playing with your mates and no one gives a fuck, that's fine. Like we do it with WeCross because WeCross is virtually impossible to get in Australia.
Yeah. I was going to say, we've done it with a couple of things where either we wanted to test the waters before spending a lot of money, or, as you said, it's near impossible to get. I mean, you print it off, you throw it in with just a deck of cards, like in the back in a sleeve, and away you go. Yeah. It works.
I've got a lot of energy cards from Pokemon I could throw things across, so a lot of them. But speaking of sort of like events and things for card games, Phantasmal Flames is coming up soon.
Yes.
I'm sort of tempted to go. I know Urban Empire have one coming up, but it's on Thursday.
Oh, the pre-release?
The pre-release event.
Generally, they have them on Saturdays.
Well, this one's Thursday because it clashes with our recording, so I couldn't... was like, no, I can't do that one, but
we can push the recording if you'd like to go to... I'll come with a pre-release.
Well, I was thinking I might reach out to Archaven and see if they've got one going and go there, so it might be a bit smaller.
Yeah, I don't think they've typically done Pokemon pre-releases.
No, I'll ask them and see what happens, But yeah,
we'll be the three there for the pre-release.
Yes, that's fine.
It'll be good content.
There is a pre-release for Gundam this weekend. Just saying.
There you go.
What day? Don't say Saturday afternoon.
I can't remember. I think it might be Sunday.
I'm busy getting bruised at cricket again.
Yeah, I'll potentially have a semi-final for ice hockey on Sunday.
But that's every 3 weeks for you.
No, we don't know. Well, this is the same season we've been playing all year. We thought we're out. But the team that had to do this and then that, they did everything except they lost last week's game, which means they play Saturday night. So if they lose Saturday night, we play in the semi-final. We stay in fourth, but if they win, we get pushed out of fourth, so we don't play. So we have to wait till Saturday night.
Do you want them to win?
I'm happy either way, really.
It was soccer for us at one point because we had so many washouts.
So as far as I'm concerned, the season's over.
Yeah, we had so many washouts for soccer. We had like 6 games left to play when most other people had 2. And like, you boys can still make the finals. Yeah.
Was this the year that I played?
No, this was this year.
Oh, okay.
It was like that year though. Like it was, if not worse, with the rain. But anyway, back to nerd stuff. We've talked sport. We've talked everything. Let's go.
One of the ones I want to chuck out there at the moment. So a band, Ice 9 Kills.
Yes.
They are like a
coming to Australia.
Punk metal hardcore band.
What?
Ice 9 Kills is the name of the band.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're coming to Australia.
A band in Ice Kills. I was confused.
They're touring with quite possibly the greatest band on earth, Electric Callboy, in Australia next year. I was
wondering if you had tickets yet. Or
I have tickets. They were purchased. Don't worry.
I have a story.
But the reason I bring them up, their new single is called The Laugh Track. I think Laughing Track or the...
Yeah, they're all dressed as Jokers.
And they're all dressed as Nicholson's Joker. Yeah. And it's like a big float going down the thing. And the song is about the Joker, essentially. And it's a good song.
I seen
and the film clip is real good.
I've seen the snippet, but I haven't, just like the grab for it, but I haven't actually watched it.
No, it's really like he's dressed as the Joker and the makeup is phenomenal. Yes. And all the band is dressed as like Joker's lackeys from the original Batman, right. Tim Burton's Batman. And it looks really, really good. And the songs, essentially think Panic at the Disco if they chucked hardcore in there as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to it. He almost dragged me to a concert of the weekend at PAX 2, where Saturday night after a long day of walking and looking at things, what band was it? Some excellent punk band was playing at a pub.
Was it Zebrahead?
Yeah, Zebrahead.
Yeah.
He's like, if I'd known that, we would have got tickets. I'm like, oh, okay. like, surely we could probably still go.
They're like a 90s punk rock band.
Yeah, right. No,
I walked past the signs and I was like, oh, damn it, I would have went to that.
I was like a little bit relieved he said we're not going to because it was a long day. But I was like, oh, it would have been fun.
I would have ended up very drunk, very sweaty, and day 2 would not have been fun. Yeah. All right, so that is our card game talk and all that fun stuff. I would like to talk about a movie that I watched on the weekend first. It just came out. It is on Prime. It is called I Like Me. This is a documentary directed by Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, and it is about John Candy and essentially the life of John Candy up until his death and stuff like that. And it was produced by Ryan Reynolds' production company.
Nice.
And it is fucking phenomenal. It is so good. And like it starts off.
So is it about his career?
Yeah, mainly his career. Yeah, okay. Yep. Like it talks about his upbringing and stuff, and the fact his dad died when he was 5 on his 5th birthday. So his dad's death was always tied to his birthday and all this kind of stuff. And he died when his son was 8 and this kind of stuff. And it has like his son, it has his daughter, has his wife, has like Dan Aykroyd, what's Groundhog Man's name?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, Tom Hanks, like all the people that he's been in movies with, sure. All the people he did essentially think the Canadian Saturday Night Live. Okay. They did a sketch show and it was like Eugene Levy, Dan Aykroyd, the Only Murders in the Building. What's his name? Not Steve Martin. The other one. I can never remember his name.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, him, Martin Shaw, and like
I won't Google
all these
it.
famous people and stuff. And it kind of starts on his funeral and Dan Aykroyd doing the piece that Dan Aykroyd gave, like the eulogy he gave, and then it rewinds back and shows like his birth and stuff and like that, and then starts talking about that history of how he started in the industry and these movies and everyone's like it's like I dare you to try and find someone who's going to say a bad thing about this man.
Yeah, right.
And just you watch all the interviews and he was just such a nice guy and so humble and stuff. And like in the 80s and 70s, there's people interviewing him. And they're like talking about his weight to his face and stuff like that. And you can see the hurt in his eyes and stuff. Right. But he's just still happy to talk to them and stuff. And then it talks about later on in his life how he just wanted to always please people and he had anxiety and all this kind of stuff. And it's just eventually that could have led to his death and stuff.
He died from a
heart attack, I believe. Yeah. And there's one moment in it, I kind of went, "Oh fuck, I'm sobbing." And it's when they're talking about the funeral, and they're talking about, I think it was Martin Shaw was saying it. Someone was saying it. And they're like, "We're in the car and we're driving down the freeway, and all of a sudden I look around and there's no cars anywhere." And I'm like, "What the fuck's going on? There's no cars." And then he said, "We drove past an exit and there was a police there saluting as they drove past, and they'd closed down the entire freeway for his casket to drive down and stuff."
Wow.
Apparently that's only ever happened twice before.
Shit. For
the president and for the Queen, I think they said.
Wow.
That's the only time it ever happened before. And it was him. And like they're talking this whole part where they're talking about that stuff. And I'm just fucking, all right, yeah, you got me right there, you motherfuckers. But it's beautifully edited, beautifully directed. Like the way they've cut everything together, it flows beautifully, tells an amazing story about an amazing person that we lost too early.
I think
didn't talk about Cool Runnings though, which I found weird because that's my favorite John Candy movie.
Everyone's.
But a lot of people, Planes, Trains and Automobiles is their favourite, which is where the line "I Like Me" comes from.
I was introduced him in Home Alone.
Yes. Well, they talk. He only worked on that movie for a day.
Yeah.
He said his agent said you can have him for a day.
Yeah, right.
And he said he rocked up and he goes, he was that nice that he's like, "How long can we have you for?" And he goes, 23 hours. And he said apparently he just worked for 23 hours on the movie doing all their scenes and stuff. And because the one that was in Schitt's Creek, that she used to be in that sketch comedy thing with them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, she's the mother in
Catherine O'Hara.
So yeah, she used to be in that sketch group with them. And it's just a fantastic. Like it's going to win so many fucking awards.
Sure.
Many awards.
Where can we watch it?
Prime.
Oh, yep, nice.
Yep. It's on Prime, free if you got a subscription, and it is just a masterful, beautiful thing about a beautiful person. And it's a shame that he's not going to be in Spaceballs 2.
Yeah, it is a shame. I know that they'll do.
There'll be some sort of ode to him at least.
I think his son might be in it.
Okay, nice.
As Junior.
Okay.
I
do think I've seen something, yeah.
Or something like that, I think. But pretty much everyone has come back for Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Every single person.
Yeah, old mate's like 93.
They even got the guy who combs the desert. He's come back and he's combing the desert again.
Brilliant.
So I Like Me, directed by Colin Hanks, produced by Ryan Reynolds and his production company. And fantastic film. Highly, highly recommend everyone gets in there and has a squiz at it.
Go give it a gander. I think I will.
All right. What else are we jumping on to?
Well, if we're talking about TVs and movies, I finished watching House of Guinness after your recommendation, sir.
Yep.
It was brilliant.
It is a sensational show.
It does end on an absolute fucking cliffhanger. If they do not bring this back for season 2, I'll be so upset.
Netflix, people who are making shows for Netflix need to learn. Do not make cliffhangers.
But this is...
No, you know what they're doing? They're making cliffhangers, so Netflix brings them back for the next season.
So I
know it doesn't work.
They need to wrap up the season and then introduce a new thing that will happen in season 2. Therefore, if it gets cancelled, it's like, oh, well, we don't know anything about that yet.
Yeah, this was... and this is like a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
hardcore
it's just basically... Doesn't give anything away, but it ends with a gun being pointed at someone, firing. That's it.
It's like Days of Our Lives cliffhanger.
You just see down the barrel of the gun. That's it.
That was the same ending of Last of Us 2.
It's also a very similar ending to Las Vegas. Did you ever watch Las Vegas?
Yes,
long time ago. Yeah.
So
that
show ends
brilliant.
with the main daughter.
Bleeding,
getting married to Josh Duhamel and pregnant, and she starts bleeding, and then that's where the season ended.
And the show.
And then the show got cancelled. Yeah. And I was still to this day very pissed off about that one.
7 seasons?
5 seasons.
5.
Okay, 5.
Yeah.
But apparently there was a rumour that because Knight Rider, the reboot of Knight Rider, was made by the same people, they were going to have Josh Duhamel and her appear with the baby in an episode. So that was kind of like...
have that continuity.
That continuity and have it sort of polished off with a little bit of ending.
So I just had a quick look. House of Guinness Season 2. Boys, you're going to be disappointed.
It's already been picked up.
No, I'm just kidding. It says there's nothing official yet.
Oh, it'll be like 3 years away.
It's a very expensive looking show.
They've said nothing official, but its renewal seems likely due to the cliffhanger ending.
Overall, it's a really good show, good drama in it. The characters are all pretty likable, really. Like none of them really.
I mean, the only one there's the drunk brother, and
but he's barely
seen him for like 2 episodes at the start of the season, and then like the last 2 episodes, and then in the middle he's just not there.
He appears for like 30 seconds.
He goes off to war in France or something, or in Ireland.
He joins the army to
France. I'm pretty sure he goes to.
Yeah, he just I paid attention. He went to London to join the army, and that was it. He sort of just fell off. But no, it's good seeing how they take over and having to deal with different pieces.
I want to see how they're going to bring in the Guinness Book of Records into it.
Well, that'd be a long time away, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
but
not close to that. I thought. I don't know when it started.
This is early 1900s, isn't it? Didn't
this is
1800s.
1800s,
yeah. And the book came out in like the 80s or something.
no, the book's old. I'm pretty sure.
The book as we know it today is, I think, came around something again in the 80s and stuff. But the concept of the book's been around for a long time.
Sure.
But sense. I kind of was, when we started, I thought it might have been like this season is going to be this period of the Guinness, and then we're going to move forward and have a jump 70 years or something to something else. But no, it's good. Obviously, you've got characters dealing with forbidden love and sort of arranged marriages and things like that of the time, which creates the different sorts of dramas and things. Yep. But the foreman, he's fucking brilliant.
Oh, he's so good.
He's brilliant. He's like the Mr. Fix-It for them.
He looks like Thomas Jane. So the guy that plays the Punisher in the original Punisher, he looks like an Irish version of Thomas Jane.
It would be him standing up,
and like he's just like at the start. The show starts with the funeral of the main dad.
Yep,
and they're walking down, and it's kind of during the point where
the Protestants
you have
and
the Protestants and the Catholics against each other, and the Guinness family are proudly Protestant.
Yep.
And the Catholics hate this fact.
And then also have like strong ties with London. Which
they're
the
all against it. But then you've got the Irish...
the Fenian Brotherhood.
Yeah, essentially like a revolutionary group. against him as well. So the casket's going through the streets, and you've got all these people coming. And it's like, and the start of it is this guy walking through the Guinness factory and going, "All right, boys, you want to earn a bit more money?" And he's just grabbing people from and then there's walking there, and like everyone's pulling out things, and like they're just ready to belt the shit out of people. Man, it's so good.
He does that like 2 or 3 times throughout the season. It's great. But overall, it's a good show. It's a nice to go back to olden days at times, because we're always doing fantasy worlds or futuristic and things. It's nice to take a step back, just like the Peaky Blinders sort of vibe to it as well. So it's good.
Period pieces are like they're enjoyable. They're really good fun.
This one was to me. This was a more serious Bridgerton.
I haven't watched a lot of Bridgerton.
So this is it had that same, because it's based around that same time, but Bridgerton's more about like need to find a husband. This one's the same thing, but it has that same aspects of, a character's gay. You're not allowed to be gay in that time period and stuff like that. And
there was a slight lull in the middle of the season where I was like, I kind of just want to get back to the beer and the business. Like, it's all just that it started to devolve into just another lovey-dovey, like, he's with this person, but really he loves this person, and he's gay but needs to find a wife, so it's all happy dappy and stuff.
So is it
I like that relationship? That's a good relationship.
Yeah, it definitely had its ups and downs throughout. It was good.
So is it something you binge or something you ease?
I watched it in a night.
I binged it, I didn't binge like that, but we watched it within basically the space of a week.
Yeah, okay.
It's pretty cruisy. We watched 2 to 3 episodes a night, and that was it.
Sure.
The Guinness Book of Records came out in 1955.
Oh, there you go.
Is that as the current iteration, or
just the Guinness Book of Records? Because it was essentially,
because that's something to do with like they wanted pub facts or whatever.
Yeah, so it was essentially a pub fact book that could settle disputes in pubs. Was the idea of it.
But then I don't know if you got the photo, but we started Rainmaker as well because of this man's suggestion.
I don't.
And oh my god, we watched 5 episodes in
a
night.
I think I mentioned this probably 3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks ago, and we started watching it, and I was like, don't mind this show throughout the first episode, and we had the second. I was like, I'm pretty into it.
So to catch those up who hasn't watched Rainmaker, essentially it is a show about a dude who is just finished law school, gets a job with a really uppy-duppy law firm. He argues with the main guy, gets fired within the first 5 minutes.
That was a bit of a anticlimactic scene.
And then he gets a job with like this down and out kind of law firm
with Bruiser.
And who essentially is the mum from Once Upon a Time, if you remember that. She's the Wicked Witch, and it's just a great law show.
It's based on a John Grisham novel.
Yes. There's a Matt Damon movie.
Matt Damon,
which I think I'll watch after we finish this season. But yeah, my only negative about the show was just how he was fired. Because it was kind of like he went there, had really a debate, and then next minute you just cut the scene and it's like, I've been fired. You don't actually see him get fired or anything like that. It was like, that it? But other than that, everything else has been great. From the Prince, the barman that's clearly got ties to the underworld is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Bruiser is great. So I've currently, we're halfway through the season and looking forward to finish it.
Yeah, right.
Definitely worth a watch. It
looks like it's got a pretty good cast.
It does. Old love from it was... No, I'm thinking of a character from House of Guinness that was in Sandman. So scratch that point. But yeah, it's been great. It reminds me of Suits crossed with Game of Thrones sort of thing. Like there's a lot of storylines. I think there's the main one, obviously, with the main case. There's him and his girlfriend. There's him and the neighbor that's having issues with her husband. There's whatever's happening with Bruiser and her dad. Like there's
it's a lot. Like I think when I described it, I was describing it as like
the first episode you get like 3 storylines. The second episode you get another 3. And like
it's like, and then this happens, but then this happens, and then this happens, and then she looks through the window, and then like this happening.
It sounds like a lot.
That's what I was going to say.
It's not. It's well done. It's paced well. Like it just everything happens, and it's.
So you haven't finished the season yet?
No, I'm halfway through.
The season's not out yet. It's week by week. It's like
halfway through
normal
what's out at the moment.
Yeah, normal TV.
Love normal TV.
Because I was at 10, so I thought maybe it was only having 10 episodes. But
I'm not sure how many episodes.
But that 10th episode was released recently, so yeah. But yeah, it sounds like it's a lot, but it's well paced. Like I said, and you're following the main character Rudy, and he's the one sort of stumbling into all these storylines. So it's just happening naturally. The introduction of them all.
Yeah, okay.
So it's done well.
Oh, good.
Highly recommend watching it.
And he's a good actor. I believe him. He reminds me a lot of the main character from Suits. If you ever watch Suits, he's very because he's like a younger, fresh lawyer.
Patrick J. Adams.
Yeah, and it's that same vibe, except that he's not like super smart photographic memory kind of thing like Suits.
Yeah, he's all but.
It's that same vibe. He's just a very smart man, and like he likes to know what are they called? Previous cases.
Yep.
And kind of like, how they go, if you look at such and such versus such and such from 1990, you'll see the decision here, and then he likes to bring up the precedents. That's it.
But yeah, and like I said, he's that goody two shoes that wants to do the right thing, and like he's trying
to find the balance.
If he sees an injustice, he wants to solve the justice and all that sort of thing. So, but yeah, it's good.
All right, let's get on to some news and rumors, shall we?
Sure.
We'll get that fun stuff out there. So my first thing, this is not news or rumor, but an upcoming card game that is coming out to Kickstarter soon. I'm not sure when it is. It's launching soon. That's all I know. Hack and Slash, the card game, 2nd edition.
That's a comic book, isn't it?
So Hack and Slash is a fantastic comic book about a girl named Cassie and her friend Vlad, and they go around and hunt down slashers and kill slashers who essentially demonic things that have come from the dead, and they're what all horror movies and stuff are based on.
Imagine they are the two people who go after Freddy. They go after Jason. They go after Michael Myers. That's what their purpose is.
And funnily enough, Cassie is one of the only non-real characters to ever be a suicide girl.
Well, there you go.
There's actually one of the issues is she meets up with a house full of suicide girls who are being hunted down by a slasher, and she's got to protect them.
I think I read like the first.
I gave you the Omnis.
Yeah, I read. I don't know if I finished it. No, did I? No, I read the first one, but I haven't read it.
But I believe Chucky has made guest appearances. Evil Ernie's made a guest appearance. I think they've versed Freddy, maybe. But there's a heap of different baddies they verse and stuff like that, famous guys, and fantastic comic. I really, really enjoy it.
It's just switch off fun.
Yeah,
comic.
and because it starts off with her mum became a slasher, and so she ended up having to fight her mum and kill her mum and stuff. And then Vlad is also a slasher who's sort of turned good and has teamed up with him. And you ever the comic Vampira?
No.
Vampirilla? It's like a super famous, been around for years and years. Essentially, it's like she's a vampire and she has like a Borat style red G-banger thing. You as soon as you see it, you'd be like, I've seen her before. She appears in the comics and stuff, and Vlad and her have a relationship. But I think it looks semi like a deck builder. I'm not 100% sure, but so 60 to 90 minutes, 1 to 6 players. So I'll be buying the shit out of this when it comes to Kickstarter.
100%.
So yeah, that's me.
You can buy it, I'll play it.
Yep, pretty much.
Basically. So The Boys Season 5 will reportedly be the most bloody and brutal season of the entire show.
Yep.
This is coming from apparently Jensen Ackles admitted he had to walk out of a scene while filming because it was that bad.
As long as it doesn't take away from the show. That's all. I just don't want it to be blood and gore for the sake of being blood and gore.
I remember my first thought of watching, obviously, episode 1, season 1, where, what's his name? The fast man runs to his girlfriend.
Oh, fuck. That was
was just...
Yeah, that was done. It was gory, but done for a purpose of the shock factor and gets you straight away into the vibe of the show.
I think some
of the other ones, like the caterpillar scene, centipede scene, that was more for, I think, just a generic shock factor.
But I think
that was funny though.
Look, I'm not saying it wasn't needed, but it wasn't needed.
I've found that I think Gen V went for more of the let's do something for the sake of a shock factor.
I do.
Whereas I think the boys have used it much more in a way of this might not seem like it has a particular purpose, but it will have a purpose at a point in time, even if it's not then and there.
I feel Gen V also ground it more realistically as this is what would happen if a person with this power punched you in the stomach kind of thing. Whereas Gen V, I feel like, they just go a bit over the top.
On the note of Gen V, I don't think it's finished yet. I think there might be one more episode coming out. Just the current season.
Yeah. But they've said
good.
They've said it will continue. Gen V will continue after The Boys finishes. They said.
Nice. Because this is the last season of The Boys.
Wasn't there like an animated show for The Boys or something?
Boys Diabolic.
It's been cancelled or something.
They did one. They've done one season of it, which was good. It was fun.
Apparently it's not coming back.
Take it or leave it. It was good, but it wasn't needed. It's worth a look. Everybody's probably seen and heard it at the moment, but Warner Bros. Is up for sale. Because Warner Bros.
Disney will buy it.
Well, they don't know who's going to buy it. There's been a few different people who have gone around, like Paramount, Prime, Netflix, and like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going around for rumors and whatnot. But it is fact that Warner Bros. Is up for sale, which means DC's future hangs in the balance in some way, shape, or form. Because whatever happens, like one of the examples that's been used quite a lot is typically when like there's a big takeover like this,
the new person comes in and tries to make their stamp.
Exactly. So new person comes to new person.
That would be interesting if Disney picked up because
Disney they legally would not be allowed to because it would cause because Warner Brothers is one of the biggest studios in Hollywood. It would be a monopoly. They wouldn't be allowed to. It'd be stopped.
So, but yeah, like I mean. James Gunn and Peter Safran, like their future is potentially up in limbo. Like you won't know until it all happens, but
look, anything's possible. Surely this is just it's a brand new multi-billion-dollar thing they've just started into. Surely the new people, they might make tweaks, but surely they wouldn't get rid of.
Honestly, I think that it could go either way. It could go either way.
It's pittance. They wouldn't give a flying fuck.
Yeah. They don't care
because they've just started like the Batgirl movie. Essentially, they made that they shelved it, and they just claimed insurance on it. Basically, and they made more money off insurance than they did to spend and to film it. So,
exactly. So, I hope that they still get a I don't know. It'd be good if they're given like a probation or something where it's like, hey, okay, you've got this insight, you've got Man of Tomorrow, you've got Supergirl, you've got Clayface, you've got these couple things which are already in development. Let's get them out. Let's see how they land and then sort of go from there. But yeah, who knows?
I assume it'll be something like Prime, Paramount, or Netflix that will buy it then.
Yeah, I think Netflix have more or less come out and said no already, but Paramount and Prime seem to be sort of going through the motions. But I personally hope that no matter what way it lands, I hope that Gunn and Safran continue where they are because so far their direction has been amazing with what they've brought out already. And
Prime makes a bit of sense because again, this is only coming from the DC side of things, but they're doing a few Batman and other DC-related projects, so... it wouldn't surprise me if Prime pick it up to continue it that way.
See what happens.
Okay, so my first one is there is a movie coming out that is starring Amber Midthunder, who is the main actress in Prey. As a woman trained from her youth who must employ every skill in her arsenal to rescue her father, who is Walton freaking Goggins. So if you don't know, he's from Fallout. Season 2 of White Lotus. Was it season 3 of White Lotus. He's an amazing fucking actor. He's been kidnapped, and then Alan Ritchson was originally cast as the father, but had to bow out because of scheduling.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So,
Something that's near and dear and close to my heart. Netflix is said to bid for the rights for the future Champions League games for soccer. I'll be really keen if that happens because it'll be so much easier to access.
Speaking of sports as well, Prime now have NHL ice hockey games on Saturdays. They air one game every Saturday, which is funny because there's like 12 games or something played a week. They get one. So
I was super happy with that, the Netflix report, but they're currently on Stan where the Premier League now is as well. So it's like, don't mind it. But yeah,
you got to pay extra for it anyways, don't you? Whereas realistically, when it goes to Netflix, it'll just be an inclusion.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Well, you assume so, because the other few sport things they've had have just been...
Yeah, but now that they're starting to get a basis...
The wrestling and stuff like that.
Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? It's all about fucking money. Robert Kirkman launching Transformers G.I. Joe animated universe with adult Energon series.
What was that?
Come again?
I was waiting for you to react to it.
Come again?
Robert Kirkman launching Transformers and G.I. Joe animated universe with adult Energon series.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I haven't
the beauty of rumors.
I haven't read his new Transformers comic yet.
Yeah, neither.
We did see it at PAX at King's Comics. They have a trade back of the first few, and I've got a couple of the first issues of it. I just haven't gotten into reading it yet.
Sure.
Because I got the Something's Killing the Kids omnibus
at
PAX, and I've been rereading that, and fuck, that's a good comic. So I think it's like the third time I've read through up to where it is and so far, and it's just such a good book.
I need to go back to it.
Did you go on or did he skip?
He just went. Yeah.
I thought he skipped.
No,
didn't he?
I talked about Netflix.
You did Netflix. That's right.
I mean, I'll go again. I've actually got a bunch for the first time in a long time.
So I didn't know this, but there's a new Spartacus show coming out.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't,
do one?
So Spartacus. So there has been.
Might have been a movie recently.
No, there's been 3 shows. So there was Blood and Sand, the first season. There was the prequel, which they made because the main actor got lymphoma, and that's the cancer, isn't it? And died. And then they had to do something, so they did a prequel series, and then they did season 2 and 3 where they recast him to play someone else to play him, which was Vengeance and then War of the Damned. And this is now another prequel series, but it's like an alternate history prequel series where one of the characters from the shows doesn't die, and something else. It's called The House of Asher.
Okay.
But they were fantastic shows, so I'm all down for that. I really enjoyed the Spartacus shows.
Don't think I watched. Did I? I can't remember.
All Blues.
Lucy Lawless was in them. I can't remember any other famous people, but yeah, it was a fantastic show. It was about the same time as Rome, the TV show Rome, which obviously doesn't bring any memories to you, but yeah, all right, go for it.
It doesn't.
Not a rumor, just a funny meme I've been seeing. So a bunch of How I Met Your Mother memes have been coming around again.
Some of it. Never mind. Yeah.
So this one is obviously, so John Lithgow was portrayed as Barney's father in How I Met Your Mother, and he's also now being portrayed as Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter show. So kids, this is the story of how my best friend Barney's dad became Dumbledore. And there's just been a bunch of them going around. It's been fantastic to scroll through and find. But that's just my little funny moment.
Love it.
As for a rumor, not a rumor, news fact, Shawshank Redemption has been voted as the #1 greatest movie of all time.
No, just no. No, it's a good movie, but not the greatest movie of all time.
This is where I think you're starting to, some people start to fall into nostalgia, just because it maybe was at one point in time. A lot of people refuse to let that go.
Yeah, no, it's not the greatest movie of all time.
No.
It's a good movie, but not the greatest movie of all time.
What would be yours?
What would be mine? What's my favorite movie, or what's the greatest movie of all time?
What would we'll do both. What's your opinion of what should be classified as the greatest movie of all time, and then what is your personal greatest movie of all time?
I mean, I'm a cinephile nerd. Like, I went to film school.
I know, that's why I'm asking you, not asking me.
I'm told what movies are the greatest movies of all time. And then I've watched it and I've gone, this is shit. Like 2001 A Space Odyssey is supposedly one of the greatest films ever made, and it's a fucking pile of shit, in my opinion. I don't know, greatest movie ever made. I'd like... It would have to. It's got to. For me, it would have to be like Avengers Endgame. Like, it is one of the greatest films ever made for me. Just for the sheer. But I don't know whether that's because I had 10 years building up.
But I think that's part of what makes it what it is.
Or is because it is a sensational film.
It's a 10-year journey that actually landed. It's not a 10-year journey that flopped. It's not. It didn't get cancelled halfway through. It's a 10-year journey that landed. So I think that adds to the mystique of what it was.
But yeah, like,
but again, I think that's something that only our generation would appreciate, because we were there from the start.
So for context, like, you can't take that movie and say, watch this movie, it's the best movie of all time, to someone who hasn't seen it.
Everyone has their own opinion of what the best movie of all time is.
Someone in 20 years' time won't have the same appreciation for it because they didn't live the context of why it's great, because they didn't start with Iron Man and then work their way through it.
Exactly.
Like, there are plenty of movies that I probably, even just if I thought about it more, would be like, oh, this is better than Avengers, this is better than Avengers. But that's just the first one that jumps to my mind. But it's not my favourite movie of all time by any means.
Which is?
I have 2. And they are...
Just greedy.
It is. They are the Rock of Ages movie. I fucking love that movie. And Center Stage. And then there you have my drunken favourite movie of all time, which is, whenever I'm drunk, I used to watch this. And if Bushy, you're listening to this, you'll 100% agree with me. And that's Friday. I know you don't smoke weed. I know this, but I'm going to get you high today because it's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. See, Chris Tucker and Ice Cube, man. It's such a good movie.
My drunk movie was...
and Baseball.
Baseball, but Ace Ventura... 2.
Oh, the rhino scene in that movie, man. The rhino scene is just so good.
That's still one of like just movie cinema history. That scene.
I still think Ventura 1, even though it hasn't aged well, is better than number 2. But I just love the scene when he's in the nut house.
It's more fun to watch it drunk.
And he does the and he comes through. Let's do that again. In slow motion.
I don't know how people on set managed to get through the movie just watching him do his shit.
Oh, so good.
I would love to know how he gets through.
Come on, sorry guys.
How he gets through a day in his own head. That would be a scary place to be.
Your turn.
Henry Cavill is rumored to be playing Kratos in the God of War TV show. I don't want to see it.
Everyone's been rumored to play Kratos.
No.
The only one who can do it.
He's too busy doing Highlander and fucking Warhammer.
The only one, just stay in Warhammer.
You know who can do Kratos? Bora. Sign him up.
Yeah. Mia Goth of 3X Pearl Maxine fame is playing Lilith in the new Blade movie.
I did see that.
Which I am all for because she can play fucking creepy like a boss.
She can.
Yeah, very good. Looking forward to that.
I got 2 quick ones. We mentioned one of these the other day, but so the Simpsons movie is getting a second one. But that and Minecraft 2 will both release on the same day, July 23, 2027.
That'll be interesting to see
that
how
says
much
that
Minecraft
now, though. I'll wait and see.
It'll change.
Deadlines and things change.
It'll have a fun name, like when they did the Barbieheimer and all that.
Yeah. And then Disney has won the 7-figure movie right deal to adapt a series I think will replace the Harry Potter series.
Okay.
It's called Impossible Creatures.
Okay.
So apparently it's the next big book franchise out, and they reckon it will be the next Harry Potter movie sensation.
Sure.
The name sounds familiar. I've heard that name being spat around.
It's from British fantasy author Catherine Rundle.
Yeah, no idea, but I've heard that name being spat around in all the book nerd people.
Alana, let us know.
On the note of Netflix, looks like they're going to do a theatrical release of the Stranger Things finale.
Yes, I did hear that. Only the last episode.
Only the last one. I'm looking forward to this. It's not going to be something that you can binge. I'm looking forward to seeing how they bring it all together and finish it. But I mean, all the run times are like an hour and 45, an hour and a half. And then the final one's like 2 hours and 20 minutes or 2
Lisa and I want to do the thing everyone keeps saying. If you start watching an episode of Stranger Things,
you have to start today.
As of time of recording this, it was today. If you watch an episode a day.
We'll have to watch 2 because we've never watched a single episode.
Really?
You two could not have been more in sync with everything.
Whoa.
Yeah, we just haven't.
Watch it.
All right, yeah. God, mate, you're in for a fucking treat.
I think that would... I'm really interested to see or hear your reactions week in, week out. You have to do this now.
That's a tough one, though, because there is so much expectation on top of this show
Not really.
now.
I know it's meant to be good, but I don't know much about it.
No, but
honestly.
for people who have never watched it, but everyone knows what Stranger Things is and how good of a show it is.
Honestly,
that's what I mean. But it's for someone who's really be tainted by how good people say it is.
Honestly, though, all I know is people say it's a good show. I don't know any concepts about it. I know something about it goes back in time or something.
It's fun watching them trying to keep the actors the same age. That's a fun game. Season to season,
especially if
these characters are meant to be the same as last season.
So they've
got beards now.
You're gonna know when you go to the next season because they're all gonna grow a foot and a half.
Yeah, So I know nothing. But Lisa and I, literally, it was maybe a month ago. We said we should probably sit down and watch this show to figure out what all the hype's about because I've never. It's not a show that I'm like, I don't want to watch it. There's always been something else I've preferred to have watched at the time.
You didn't get on the train at the start, so you just never got on in the end.
Yeah, basically. But speaking of, apparently season 5 has a movie-sized budget of $50 to $60 million per episode.
Yeah. Well, they are movies. They're 5. It's essentially 5 movies.
Yeah, it is. Really is. It's huge.
Yeah.
Like the overall budget was fucking massive. Like they came through and they said 5 episodes, 50 to 60 each, but I'm sure the total budget in the end ended up being like 500 million or something like that.
Apparently, and this is going to mean absolutely nothing to you until you watch the first season, Barb is coming back.
Ooh.
Yes. But it's going to be her, block your ears, body. You now know what happens to Barb. I'm sorry.
We've always been wondering what happened to Barb.
Yeah.
AJ, you're up.
Okay. this is a fun one.
Bob.
So the Bleach author, Taiti Kubo,
is bringing out a new one.
Has released a statement.
Oh, no. Yes, this was fantastic.
Bleach authors comment to the haters.
No, Bleach.
I'll say this because there are some people who seem to misunderstand. What readers have is not the right to change the story of a work. What they have is the right to choose whether to read it or not. If you don't like it, then just stop reading. If you have the talent to create something more interesting than Bleach, then you should immediately become a mangaka. If it's really more interesting, you'll definitely succeed more than Bleach. If you say you can't draw, then work hard, become an editor, and give advice to mangaka. If you truly have talent, you'll be welcomed anywhere. If you have no talent, no effort, and yet you complain about those who do their best, if you're the kind of person who just gets in the way of people who are working hard, then just go hide somewhere, keep your eyes shut, open your mouth, and live off the rain and dirt. Taiti Kubi, Bleach author.
I couldn't agree more.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that and laughed. It was pretty funny.
That's
a fair point.
Yeah.
100% it is.
I do love the good thing. You any more? Because I've got one more.
Oh, I've got a couple. I've got heaps more. As if this is the first time forever I've got fucking rumours, so I can go for days.
You got another one. I've got one.
So according to some insiders at Universal Studio, The Mummy 4 is coming back with Brendan Fraser reportedly coming back.
That's been floating around for like the last year since he kind of made his resurgence into the Hollywood.
Ghost Rider will reportedly make his MCU debut in Doomsday.
Because there's also another Mummy movie coming out as well, or some shit like that.
James Gunn confirms there are no more plans for Peacemaker Season 3.
Yep.
No, he said that pretty much as soon as Peacemaker 2 came out. He's like, this is it for Peacemaker.
There's an interview at the end of Peacemaker. So if you keep watching through, there's actually like an interview.
I fucking need HBO Max, man. I'm so upset.
He basically comes out and says, "No, this is sort of it." Like, and then like it sets up the broader DC, and we'll see Peacemaker again. But season 3, maybe in the future, we'll see what happens.
The first trailer for Supergirl set to drop in 2 months' time.
So speaking of Peacemaker, before you do, so originally Alan Moore had planned to use Charlton Comics characters for his Watchmen story since DC had recently acquired them. The characters he would use would be Peacemaker, Blue Beetle, The Question, Captain Atom, Nightshade, and Thunderbolt. The proposal was titled Who Killed Peacemaker? But DC wouldn't allow him to use them as they were going to include them in their upcoming Crisis on Infinite Earths event, which would have been affected if Alan Moore used them, as he had planned to destroy a few of them. So Alan Moore just took his concept and created his own with his personality to the max in terms of rawness and characterization. Captain Atom became Dr. Manhattan, Blue Beetle became Night Owl, The Question in Rorschach, Nightshade in Silk Spectre, Thunderbolt in Osmodeus, and Peacemaker in The Comedian.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go. It would have been interesting to see it with those characters.
It would have been, but I am glad that it didn't go that route.
Oh, no,
I think it's worked better for everything.
Yeah. During a recent interview with Screen Rant, Matthew Lillard shared that he wants to reunite with James Gunn for his DC universe.
Yeah, I've seen that. Bring him in. He can have some fun.
Yeah,
I could go on for days.
I'd do that.
Netflix goes all in on Catan with live action and animated films and TV series.
I'd be interested to see how this would work.
The fuck are they going to do for a TV show?
To be fair, we said the same thing about Twisted Metal.
But, yeah, true. But are they going to go down the route of it being about Catan, the game, or is it going to be about Catan, the production, the impact of Catan, all that type of stuff?
If it's an animated series, there's going to be a storyline in there somewhere. It's not going to be a documentary style thing.
Maybe it's Jumanji-esque. People get sucked into the game of Catan and must farm and build houses and roads.
Exactly. A very quick one before Zach rattles off another few, because I've got some more as well.
All right.
Troll 2. Did you all see
I
Troll?
I saw the poster.
Troll 2 is coming out. If you haven't watched the first Troll, go watch it. It's fucking great. And there's another movie called Troll Hunter, I think it is, which is also incredible. They're Swedish, I think Danish, maybe something
Swedish,
like that.
I
think Swedish, but awesome films. They're a little bit out there. They're just big fucking trolls kicking around the countryside, fucking each other up at different points. Brilliant movie. Cannot wait for this one, and it's not far away either. It's like December 1st, so a month
coming
away.
from Netflix.
Yes, Netflix.
All right, what do you got?
The 2026 Marvel releases. We've got Doomsday and Spider-Man. We've got Daredevil Season 2, Spider-Man, the Animated Series 2, X-Men 97 2, Punisher Special, and Vision Quest. And then we get 3 games, The Wolverine, The Token Fighting Souls, and 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Doomsday, I'm looking forward to. Spider-Man, looking forward to. Could not give a fuck about Daredevil after that first season.
No, I hope it gets redemption.
I mean, Jessica Jones is going to help it. Vision Quest, I'm very interested by Vision Quest.
Yeah. I think it'll be the surprising one.
I have no idea what it's fucking going to be, but I'm very interested.
They say it's the third season, so you've had Wanda, Agatha, and now Vision.
Yeah. And I mean, X-Men 97, fucking get the tissues ready.
It's meant to be worse than the first one, and that fucked me up.
Yeah, I'm saving watching it till the second season's ready.
Get the tissues ready. There's two reasons you need the tissues for X-Men 97, because it's so good and it's so sad.
So One Piece has achieved a historic milestone. It's become the first TV show with over 200 episodes rated 9+ on IMDb.
Cool.
The last episode.
I mean, they've got
statistically
4 billion episodes.
Statistically, it should have
only
happened
1,143. Thanks.
Okay, now they've got 200 over 9.
That
is still like fucking 1%.
The live action has also created a poster for each arc that will appear in season 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've seen the one with Laboon. It's a big whale. Yeah. He's a big boy. I'm looking forward to the movie Playdate, which is starring Kevin James and Alan Richardson.
Yeah,
that looks like it's going to be hilarious.
That looks good.
Jeremy Bruckheimer says Margot Robbie's still involved in Pirates. We spoke about Jeremy Irons.
Speaking of Margot Robbie, there are all the fan casting. Everyone has been spamming James Gunn, saying they want Samara Weaving to be the new Harley Quinn, and she's like,
Hugo Weaving's
she's like, I would do it. Yes, I'm honoured. I'd love to do that. Margot would be massive shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But obviously nothing official. It's just fan casting. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I want that now.
Fucking yep.
I hate
keep Harley Australian.
I hate fan casting because it makes me want whatever the fuck they've put out there. Because
sometimes they do a horrible job, sometimes they nail it.
Yeah, but I can see her as Harley Quinn,
100%.
And as much as I love Margot's Harley, love it. Like that's the best part of DC really, any of the recent DC movies. I want a more comic-y Harley as opposed to David Ayer's Harley into that Sema had to get shoehorned into James Gunn's Harley kind of thing. Yeah. I want a more comic-y Harley than that. Like she's essentially fucking a nut job.
Yeah. Because isn't Margot's one now canon to the James Gunn one? Because she was in the Suicide Squad with Peacemaker?
Look at...
Pick and take what you want from James Gunn's Suicide Squad, essentially from Peacemaker.
And he can retcon them quite easily. I mean, look what he did with the Peacemaker intro. Like, he literally changed it from being the Snyder's Justice League to being his Justice Gang. Yep. So...
Fair enough.
Yeah, like literally they just refilmed scenes and just put Nathan Fillion, fucking Hawk Girl in it. And yeah, that was like
it could be as simple as on somebody's fridge, like literally just Samara on the fridge with a photo of other people from the Suicide Squad. Done. Yeah. Like there you go, Gun. There's your idea.
You can have that one for free, buddy. You can have that one for free.
All right, last one before we move on. Tim Allen says that Toy Story 5 is Jesse's story, but Tom Hanks and he will reunite.
Okay.
Because I think you can't really have Toy Story without Buzz and Woody. So.
I seen a really interesting clip the other day about Toy Story 5 and what it should be. And the idea was... Rather than doing it around the toys, it's actually based around Andy. And what the idea would be is Andy, as an adult, he's got young kids, and he is now
his wife's dildo comes alive?
And he's on the hunt... to go and
the adult toys.
Refind all of his childhood toys.
I've seen this fan theory.
Kid. And I thought it was a really, really cool concept and idea.
I think it's a better, do adult toys also come alive?
No.
Like, is there just a dildo walking around next to Woody going, hey, Woody?
We've gone. You know what I watched during the week? Finally, Train to Busan.
I thought you would say Dan to Dan.
Train to Busan, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
really
good, right?
Really good.
It
fucking got
so
me
good.
at the end.
Yeah.
Fucking got, I watching the whole thing, I'm like, this is really good. Like, the action is sweet. Like, there's jeopardy straight away. Like, you genuinely, in the first, 10, 15 minutes of the movie, you're like, they're all going to die. What the fuck is going to happen in this movie? And then, like, obviously, go through the motions to work it all out. And the ending, it fucking got me. I did not expect that to happen. And, got a bit teary. I'm like, fuck.
I actually forgot the ending.
Brilliant.
And then rewatched it. Yeah. And I went, oh, that's right. I'm bawling now.
Yeah.
So I said, are you ever going to watch it? Are you a zombie movie fan?
Just tell me.
Do you watch zombie movies?
I do, but just tell me.
So essentially the story is this dad is taking his son to the mum, daughter to the mum, via this train to Busan, right? And essentially the outbreak happens while they're on the train. And it's this whole story of the dad trying to relate to the daughter and all this kind of stuff and trying to stay connected. And so the movie has a lot of pushing that fact into you, like, whilst this zombie outbreak is happening in the train, they have to get from, essentially the movie is get from this cart to this cart of the train through the zombies, and then the train stops and they get off and they're like, cool, and then fucking horde of zombies comes chasing after them and shit. And then, like, at the end of the movie, essentially they're almost at this safe zone with the military, and Daddy doesn't make it.
Dad doesn't quite make it. But it's all like the dad is put through the first half of the movie as completely selfish. He's only out for him and his daughter, and that is it. And it does a really good the movie tells a really good story of how he sort of comes out of that selfish nature and actually starts to do things for others. Some of the people who he's only just met going through the zombie hordes, but actually starting to help them overcome what all of them are doing rather than just himself. And so you kind of hate this guy at the start of the movie, but then by the end of the movie, you're like, I've just gone on a journey with this guy. I'm fucking on his side. Yep. And then they kill him. But like, and it's with his, like, he gets bitten. He knows what's going to happen. It's with his daughter. And there's a real emotional thing where, like, she's screaming and he's like trying to get away, and then like literally just locks her in a room while he goes off to the back of the train. And a really, really well done moment just before he like completely turns, where he's sort of like having these internal like flashback type things. Then just his shadow, you watch his shadow fall off the back of the train, like to his death and whatnot. It's really, really, really well done.
It is by far the best zombie film ever made.
Speaking of sad endings, there was many episodes ago we talked about movies with or shows with potentially disappointing or sad endings. The movie you talked about, I can't remember what it's called, where they're in like the fog or whatever, and
The Mist.
The Mist.
Yeah, I saw it. That sort of came up with someone was talking about their top 5 like most disappointing endings, and that was their number one.
I like that ending.
It was more not because of the drama of it. It was more like the fact that it was so disappointing that he only had to wait like another 2 hours.
But that's why. Yeah. No, it's not even 2 hours. It's like a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why it punches you so fucking hard.
See, I understand why it punches people really hard, because up until the moment where they get rescued, because like the thing that I fucking grinds my gears and I hated about it is that
we're talking about the movie, not the show.
Yeah, the movie. The Mist ends and finishes because the army got there. The army got there and now the Mist is gone. So you're like, you've just removed every single bit of emotional, like, that I've been drawn into that moment. You've just taken it away from me.
It's also Stephen King.
Yeah, I know.
That's why.
I know that. But I'm like, no, I still think it could have been done differently, just to sort of hold on to that moment of what had happened. Yeah. I reckon if they ended it pretty much before the army got there, I reckon that would have been a better ending for me, with the Mist still there and him having to have just gone through everything that he.
The TV show is pretty good. I rated the TV show, even though it got cancelled.
I definitely started watching it. Yeah. I think I might have seen maybe 3 or 4 episodes. From memory, it's on Netflix, I think, or was on Netflix.
It was a long time ago.
It was good, but it wasn't enough to sort of keep me watching. Yeah. Definitely had some good moments in it, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, it was enjoyable. And another zombie one. Whilst we're talking about Busan,
have you watched 28 Years yet?
Yes.
No, I still fucking.
Why? Because I've been waiting for the breakdown on the show. It's just never come. So
yes,
I went to watch it the other day and
sensational, and you have giant zombie dick.
I mean,
no wonder he loves it.
I mean, no, there is a zombie. And there is a zombie, and this dude.
He's the Hammer.
It's like fucking. It's like John Holmes became a zombie, man. It's mental. This dude's and he's just dangling there, bro. It's crazy.
Not kill him.
He's like the alpha zombie.
This is the selling point for AJ. Zombie dick.
He's like the alpha zombie in it, and because
why.
the zombies are more, they've become more smarter,
predatorial.
or they've become smarter kind of thing, and like
they've evolved.
It revolves a major chunk of it revolves around there's a zombie who's pregnant, and obviously it's this zombie's baby.
Well, of course,
but because when she begins to deliver, she becomes human again, kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's like that's kind of a hint of there may be a cure at some point in the third movie, kind of thing.
They hinted at
it the fourth movie.
Sorry,
would that not be the fourth movie?
No, this is a trilogy. So these
right,
three movies. Sorry, I'm referring to them as three movies. These ones, but the end of the movie is fucking bonkers.
Okay. Don't say anything more.
Don't say any more because I actually want to watch them. I just haven't. What's your other zombie movie?
So this is a TV show that was on Netflix and it's called Alive. And it's about a zombie outbreak that happens, obviously. And it's a dude who is a gamer and he's sitting in his room playing games.
I think you've told me about this.
And essentially the outbreak happens, so he just gets stuck in his apartment building, in his room. And there's a chick in another apartment across the road, and they kind of talk via things, a bit of the gorge situation happening. And it was a really entertaining one. It was good. And there's another one as well, which is a school outbreak happens and they're in a school, but I haven't watched that.
There's another one called iZombie, but that's...
iZombie it started off good, it got bad towards the end.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like the comic.
Shows like that, it's the same issue I have with Vampire Diaries that Lisa's still watching.
I think we've had this conversation about these two exact shows.
No, this is different. The big bads, especially in Vampire Diaries, like the whole season's like, oh, these big bads coming. They're so underwhelming. They're just there and then they're just beaten or they're just gone again. It's
Well, the main characters have to survive.
Oh, she's fucking annoying as fuck.
The main character,
Elena.
Yeah,
she can be died and stay dead.
I have watched some of Alive.
I'll give you a hint. She doesn't.
No, I'm aware. She's so... I watched this... There was a conversation on the radio we're listening to about who were the most popular villains of TV shows or movies, and most of them weren't actual villains. They're just characters that people hate. She's a villain. I can't... She's so annoying.
Apparently she's...
So annoying.
Apparently she's getting it on with Zac Efron.
Good luck to her.
Speaking of villains, I read this thing the other day about the biggest villain in cinema history, and it's not who you think.
Yeah, it's Jenny.
No, it's not who you think. It is Old Love from Titanic.
Oh, well, because she doesn't let him on the door.
No.
Because she was with the poor.
She's living on the boat with this guy who's been hunting for the thing his whole life. This dude went on all his diatribe. And after you read it, you're like, yeah, she's a fucking horrible person.
Yeah, but mind
she's a horrible person.
So she didn't let him on the door.
Well, it's not just that. It's the fact that she married a dude who she didn't love, spent all this time with him, blah, blah, blah.
Pissing around. And apparently they lived they lived a meager life, not a very well-off life and whatnot, while he was always working hard trying to do it. And she had an $800 million bill.
And then lived on the boat with a daughter for months or something, while this dude who spent his entire life hunting for this thing, and then she just goes... And then makes him listen to a boring ass story about how she cheated on her husband, and then just drops it off a thing in front of her.
Yeah,
in front of him.
Yep.
And then dies in his bed.
Still think it's Jenny.
Jenny.
Well, see, and that was the concept of this debate. It's like, so in the top 10, 2 of the characters were from Breaking Bad. One of them was the sister-in-law, and one of them was his wife. And the wife was number 2. On this list.
Never watched Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, it's a good show. I don't think it deserves as much of the hype that it got. It is a good show.
I think it's just because it was
the first episode.
I think it was just because it was sort of the first of its kind sort of thing.
Yeah,
I know about the pizza as well.
And Cranston does a great job in it. And Jesse, I've just got blank on his
Eisenberg.
name. He's great. And one of the things that Shan struggled with watching Breaking Bad is she fucking hated his wife.
Yeah, and that's
she's like,
and that was it.
It's like, this stupid bitch, get her off the bloody screen.
Jesse's wife? Or
no. Cranston.
Isn't Jesse's wife Jessica Jones?
No. That's a girlfriend in one of the seasons.
Dies.
She
overdoses.
Overdoses. Yeah. But then even like that scene, you're not going to watch it. So
I know how it all ends anyway.
Well, that scene alone is
Thanks, Watch Mojo.
Is pretty.
I mean, if I haven't watched it by now, it's not my.
That's right.
Sorry, if you're spoiling for someone by now, it's not your fault.
Yeah. So there's a really good scene where not a good scene, but they're both getting high. They're both on heroin, and then Cranston's character goes in there. So Heisenberg, he goes in there to get Jesse and bring him back out.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
And while he's there, she starts to overdose. So like she starts
and
to
he
vomit
doesn't.
and whatnot.
He doesn't stop
and
it.
he goes to do something and just sort of goes and just sort of fumbles and then just sort of
backs out,
slowly just does nothing and then leaves. And you're just kind of like that's one thing that Breaking Bad did really, really well. Like moments like that and things like that, they are just sort of. They'll have so many episodes building to a moment like that, and the build is kind of like, oh, come on, we need something to happen to keep us going. And then they do that, and you're just like, fuck. And then that's what kept you going to whatever would happen. They had a lot of those moments that were really, really well built up to, and they landed very, very well.
See, my nomination for the villain character was Old Love from Halo. She fucking annoyed me, and she served no purpose.
Oh, the chick who lived with the aliens.
Yeah.
That was Master Chief.
Yeah.
Master Chief getting his first root.
Yeah.
That's very important.
No.
Oh, the young girl.
No.
The young girl. Yes, the young girl is.
No.
Don't get me started on that stupid. Yeah. She did not belong in that show.
Hence why she would be the villain. Because she does nothing. She's there. Every time she's in the scene, she actually makes it worse for the good guys.
Yeah. See, I was happy with her being there.
Nah, she was fucking pointless. She's the reason the show got cancelled.
And when she came back in season 2, I was
she definitely didn't need to be in season 2. Definitely didn't.
Brought her back in with her family heritage and whatnot for those types of pieces. But I understand why she didn't.
Master Chief should have just fucking got his laser sword out or put a fucking plasma grenade on her and kicked her so she could fuck off and then blows up.
I had heard his diatribe on this character. I was like, surely it can't be that bad. And I was like, actually, I think he's been generous to her. Yeah. She was just cheese grater, on my skin. It was horrible. It was
fucking shit. The only bad thing I could say about that show was her.
And in fact, Prime cancel it. Who would be your worst character?
Jenny.
Okay. I think we've had this conversation as well. Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Biggest Jenny.
Yours?
Fucking Forrest Gump.
I've never thought about it, in all honesty.
I would love from Halo.
Anyone from Madam Web?
Yep. Halo, yeah, that was pretty fucking bad. Madam Web. Fuck,
see, another one for me would be Phoebe from Friends. I can't. She annoys
she
the fuck out of me now.
She was the worst character in that show by far.
Smelly cat.
She was shit.
It's as I've matured with age, she's become more annoying.
You haven't matured with age.
Slightly.
Matured like a fine moldy cheese.
Moving on, because from our frantic rambles.
Yep.
Did you say you watched Dan to Dan?
Yes.
Thoughts on season 2?
So what I really like the way that the show progresses. It just sort of stuff just happens and then it just keeps going, and it doesn't sort of have this needs to happen so that we can then resolve it and then end the episode, and then now we've got a new thing to overcome.
Yeah, there's no new monster of the week or anything like that.
It's just sort of, it's an episode which flows to and it's like, oh, we've ran out of time, end episode, you can pick back up in the next one. And I really like that element.
Mecha Godzilla!
That was my least favorite thing, that fucking Godzilla fucking, what is it? I've just gone blank on the xylophone, bloody accordion. The accordion Godzilla, how it stretches out and comes back, and I didn't. That dragged out a bit too much for me. That was like 2.5 episodes.
Without spoiling anything.
I know that it stays because of the ending.
She a main character, motherfucker.
As soon as it landed,
wasn't that an ending? Just the look on Old Love's face when Dinosaur Love kisses. I was like, oh shit!
See,
that's a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
that's a good cliffhanger,
and it was good.
I'm actually very surprised that's where they ended the season 2.
The season was good. The season was fun. It had good moments. I fucking loved GG and the Evil Eye. That was awesome the whole way through. I'll see during the Godzilla scenes, I was waiting for GG and the Evil Eye to come back because he was just sitting in the back like maniacally going, well, they're trying to run away from the Godzilla. You're just like, that is amazing. He's like, I want to murder the Godzilla.
You forget how much happens in that season too, because I was like, fuck, this started out with them back at that house, and then they go and there's the
hot springs.
There's the hot springs, the worm, like then there's the evil eye part, the fucking exorcism with the evil eye. That was fucking brilliant. That episode.
And then they just got to the end, and you're just like, it's one of us now. You're like, okay, cool. That's how you're resolving that one. That's that. Yep, sweet. But I loved how like the next piece of that resolution was. Turbo Granny or the kid with Turbo Granny's powers, he's going to fight the Evil Eye and then just stops. He's like, all right, well, see you next Tuesday. We'll do this again. He's like, wait, I need to murder you now. It's like, no. You can fight me, but you're not strong enough yet. So next Tuesday we can go again. And then like you can just see his inner monologue being like, fuck, I hope that he accepts this.
Even that, like the power up for Turbo Granny going through like the Mozart Beethoven fight scenes. I was like, that was pretty sick.
Cool.
Like,
that was very good.
Yeah, so much happens, and you said it's random, but like makes sense.
It's random, but it flows.
Yeah,
like
it's so good.
Whoever was doing the production on it, like I know that it is based on the manga and whatnot. So
it's so close to the manga.
When they were writing the manga, I literally think it was a guy who goes,
then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens.
And then once he's got the big pieces of all this, all right, now let's just sort of that works.
It's honestly
and let's
like
join these two and yes, that works. And,
tell me something cool that could happen. This. All right, tell me something else. Cool. Like it's just like an 8-year-old kid who stood there going, "Give me an idea."
And then
dinosaurs.
And then they link it.
No, it's pretty much a dude who's gone. It's not going to take my ADHD medication for a couple of weeks and see what happens.
I think this. I've said it before.
7 years later,
I've said it before. And I was thinking, I think this could be one of the first shows I start reading the manga for because I can't wait 2 years.
You've got it. The manga is so fucking good, man.
It's just
so good.
It's so far in between the seasons.
But even the manga is like you're waiting for the manga. Kind of thing.
But it's still like it's 5 mangas out or 5 issues. Or I don't know how mangas actually do their thing. But
I caught up, I think, or I caught up to the English translation.
Sure.
I'm not sure how behind we are to the Japanese version, but
that's like what 5-6 issues.
I can't remember, man. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm actually going to have to reread from where the season finished off to remember what happens after it.
But no, awesome, super fun. Loved everything about it, basically. Like, it's got a couple of moments where you're like, okay, I need to wrap this up. As I said, the Godzilla ending, it dragged out a little bit too much. I think because they made all the characters big, it was sort of like, it was slow fighting that they tried to speed up because they were big, and it didn't quite work. But yeah, I mean, other than that, great. Go give it a watch if you haven't already. 2 seasons out. Marvelous.
See, I want to go back and rewatch just the start of season 1 because it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it is. What the fuck? It's like people running after trying to get bananas.
I love the fact that he's hunting for balls.
He's
hunting for his balls.
And they didn't resolve that piece. And then, like, you've just reminded me because when they said, "Oh, I can see a human arm in the suit," I'm like, "Oh, someone must be in it, and it's a suit." And then unzips it, and then girl's there. I'm like, "Oh, look where this is going to go." Surely pops out, kisses completely forgot about the ball. Where's the ball?
But
Where's the ball?
The nanotech house. Oh, mate. There's so much to dissect. The nanotech house where all of a sudden it's now fucking...
It's a fucking Gundam.
It's a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Yeah, it was Gundam. It had the fucking Gundam head.
Yeah, because he was because you could see like he was playing with the Gundam toys, the guy who came into it to try and do it, and then it gets up and it's a
Gundam Buddha.
It's Gundam Buddha with a random thing.
Why is it this? Oh, I just started thinking about, Buddha and hopefully he's going to protect us. I was like, you idiot.
But then like they always go, now everybody push a button now. They all push a random button, an arm falls off. Right. One gets ejected out. The shield comes off the back. You're just like, perfect. This is brilliant.
So good. All right. Anything we want to talk about before we wrap this shit up?
I think we've rambled enough.
Look, if this isn't the definition of Frantic Nerdcast, nothing is.
Exactly.
All right. Well, before we fuck off for the evening,
yes,
let us remind you that we have a giveaway for 100 subscribers. You can head to the Instagram and all the information that you require is there.
It's pinned.
This is all the stuff that you will be winning for those of you looking, for those of you hearing. It's a board game. There's booster packs. There's starter decks, demo decks, all that kind of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Everything you need for a Frantic Nerd a night of nerdy fun.
Bingo.
That's it. Remember to head to all the socials, like, share, subscribe, go to YouTube, hit subscribe. That really helps us out so we can get up to a bigger number.
Stay tuned for me to, commiserate my losses to Brock on Sunday.
Yep. And jump on the Discord. We'll share it around again. Jump in there. We'll start some chats going and whatnot. And good place to talk more.
Yep.
Let us know your thoughts on Dan and how crazy it is.
Yes.
That's right. Thank you very much for watching / listening, guys. And until next time, I'm AJ.
I'm Brock.
I'm Zach.
And see you, Franticlers.
Stay frantic.
Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to Frantic Nerdcast.
You can find all our latest news and information on Facebook or at franticnerdcast.com.
You can find us on Instagram at Frantic Nerdcast. Find AJ at Weird Art by AJ. Find Zach at Frantic Kaz and myself at Frantic Brock.
Please make sure to head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe for more YouTube-only content like Sequelize It and Plays Games.